rocking with?
Gang, man. Kenny B young, and y'all know what the fuck going on.
Hey, man, where you from?
Stop 6, the heart of the 6. Project nigga, Villa baby, Berry baby, all that.
Yeah. Shit, that's
Fort Worth, yeah, Fort Worth. Yeah. I just started saying my hood. I'm supposed to say Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah. Shit, what's going on in Fort Worth?
Shit, we call it Murda Worth. Shit, but everything in my city, that shit just like any other place, really. That shit just cool. It's straight. It ain't really too much going on.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you feel like stuff be getting hyped up, or you feel like Murda Worth is like really what's going down?
Nah, it's just a lot of shit that happen in the streets. It just don't hit the internet a lot. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit that we go through in the streets, it really like when I was like 17, 18, all that shit, I used to jump on live and all this shit, but I learned how to keep the streets and the internet with the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Is internet beef different from street beef, or it's all the same thing in 2023?
I feel like, well, that's a good ass question. I feel like it's really like the same, cause it's just like shit. You will see OGs, you will see gangsters beefing on the internet. See what I'm saying? It's just like shit. I feel like young niggas nowadays really don't care. Like if we argue on it, well, not we. If some young niggas argue on the internet, boom, 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 and then a nigga will pull up and kill your ass like right after that type shit. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it's really like young niggas really don't care about consequences until they get in the jail, then they get to crying and shit and all that. But at the time and in the moment, like it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah.
So just cause a nigga got a whole lot of internet activity going on, that don't mean he not gangster?
Nah, hell no. Hell no, cause it's just like shit. I was on the internet. I used to do internet beef and shit. I used to do all that crazy shit. Like they say, Boosie one of the biggest gangsters, and his ass be on the internet arguing and beefing. It's really like this how I feel. This how I feel about it. I just feel like it's people pick and choose who they do that to. See what I'm saying? Like RP Mo3 and shit. Like Mo3 used to always be on the internet beefing. Like it's niggas that they really like pick and choose. Like when young boy and shit be on the internet beefing with Kodak on live and shit, I really didn't hear nobody say like, oh, he an internet ass nigga. They just pick and choose who they do that to. See what I'm saying? Like they just categorize it, like whatever you call it.
Shit, I've been hearing about you for the last couple years, yo. Like you've been going crazy.
Yeah, nah, for real.
How would you describe your music journey so far?
Rocky. I describe that shit rocky because it just like I just learned, like me being older and getting mature, I just learned you can't do the streets and music. See what I'm saying? Like shout out to CJ Casino, like he chose a path and it was music. See what I'm saying? Like that's if you go to the CJ shit, he dropping every, see what I'm saying? Because he moved to Houston, he chose a path like music, like us. It's just like the shit that we had going on before music is still going on. Yeah. So if we do a video shoot here or do a video shoot there, or they do a video shoot there and there, it's bound to get hit up type shit. So it's just like shit, nigga really can't even focus on music like too much. Like I do it when I can, but at the same time it's like I be trying to like do it as much as I can type shit. Is
it possible though for you to like go full blown with the music, or you feel like you gonna always have to have one foot in, one foot out?
Nah, hell nah. I'm gonna get about this shit. I'm really mostly out the streets, bro. It's just like shit. It's just like I don't feel like I can turn my back on my people that's left in the streets type shit. See what I'm saying? Like I got cousins and sisters and brothers that's real life in the streets. Yeah. If you know what I'm talking about. But it's just like shit. I feel like if I just start doing music full-fledged, I feel like I just left them in the blind, or I just left them like I don't know, like anybody in my hood to tell you even whatever, like they'll know like I'm their protector, like, and there's people in the hood like my cousin them, they my protector. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it's just like shit, we protect each other. So I feel like if I leave that, I just feel like a bitch or something. But I don't know, I've been thinking about that shit lately though, like niggas just need to rap. That's it. Like rap. But one thing about it, like in this city, in Murda Worth, like that shit hard to do. That's why you really ain't never heard nobody in Fort Worth make it. Like the farthest person that made it, I heard probably was like Twisted Black, and you see he in the feds. See what I'm saying? Like Yayo went crazy. Yayo in the feds. Like my big brother that started this rapping and shit, he in the feds. Like everybody that's out here is like streets and rap. So it's just like nobody will just be on no yellow beezy shit and all that, cause it's just like shit. It's the streets.
Woody passed away, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
How did that impact you?
That shit took me on the toe. Like that shit, like I used to pop perks and shit. I started doing them hoes way more. I stopped talking. Like I stopped coming outside. Like it was a lot of shit that, cause Woody was my boy. Like that was my everyday nigga type shit. Like I just stopped a lot of shit that I used to do. I stopped doing music. Like that shit impacted me a lot, cause it was just like shit. He wasn't a real family member, but he was my brother type shit. You see what I'm saying? So
if he was here, do you think things would be different?
I feel like if Woody was here, we'd be in the feds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like free YSN, flip in the feds right now. I ain't gonna speak on his case and nothing or what they got going, but I feel like Woody will be where Flip at right now. You know what I'm saying? I was with Woody every day, so it was both the same thing going on. So it was like I feel like we would have been like that, for that being different, but Woody used to keep a nigga out of town. He used to keep a nigga on rap shit, like at shows and like going to LA with Asian and shit, cause there's plenty of times where Asian them, Vaughn told me to come to Atlanta and shit. Like,
so you knew Asian Dog King Von?
Yeah, like hell yeah, like I met Asian probably like the first week I started rapping. I was like 15 or something. I went to Atlanta and shit and saw her at a gas station, and then my big brother paid her like $600, $700 something for a feature, and then we was just vibing, cause it was just like, you know how you be in Atlanta and or you in other places and shit, in Dallas and Fort Worth, it's just like we talk the same, we act the same, so we just thug like that. It wasn't no like rap shit.
Yeah, her and King Von was together when you met her, or
Nah,
you made them separately?
Hell nah, that was way before like.
So how you meet King Von?
Through Asian.
Okay.
But I was already up on King Von. See what I'm saying? Like I was already a fan of him. See what I'm saying? Because I wanted to like. Out here, it's a lot of like, it's a clique called OTF out here. Like a lot of us used to say like BD. So I'm saying, but that meant blood. But people like young niggas out here used to say on BD and shit. Like we looked up to Chief Keeping them, Sosa them. But I always been a nigga that wanted to learn the niggas around him type shit. Like I wanted to learn the murderers and the who in jail for what type shit. So I always was on King Von type shit. So when Asian just got with him, it was just like damn. But I ain't never been on no fantastic, cause I just feel like I am who I am too. So it's just like shit. I ain't never just damn. Let me talk to Von. It's just like I be on FaceTime with Asian and shit, and Von to come grab the phone and like, what's up, little folks? Boom, boom. We'll talk for like 2-3 minutes. And then it wasn't never nothing, but I seen him at what that club in Dallas, where Mr. Hit That. Where Mr. Hit That? I seen him at V Live. We had a show at V Live and shit, and he had a show that same night. And then I was playing this 8K. I was playing one of my disc records and shit. And then he came on the stage and turned up with us and shit, and was just giving me game about a lot of shit.
Yeah. What kind of game did he give you?
Shit, basically some shit that I didn't expect him to say type shit, like he was basically just saying like what I'm telling you now, like the streets and rap don't work. See what I'm saying? He was like shit, like they ain't used to have shit. Like most of the niggas that's in here with him right now, they getting their mama's cribs and shit because he ain't putting them in position to do that, but he couldn't do that when he was in the streets type shit.